I'm Jenna Budell with the news. Last night, local DuBois County candidates spoke on topics to let DuBois County residents know why they should vote for them.
Good evening and welcome to the DuBois County Meet the Candidates Forum at the Jasper Arts Center.
Those running for county council as well as circuit court judge introduced themselves at the DuBois County Meet the Candidates Forum, which aired over Facebook Live and radio. Dean of Vincennes University Jasper Christian Bloom was the moderator of the evening. First to the podium was County Commissioner Chad Blessinger. Blessinger is running unopposed this election season. He took the time given to thank the community for the support they have given him. County Surveyor Ken Brosmer was next to speak, who was also running unopposed. He highlighted how he has been the surveyor since 1992 and spoke on what his duties are as the county surveyor. Circuit Court Judge incumbent Nathan Verkamp spoke after Brosmer. Verkamp is running against nominee Kevin Krause, who was not at the forum. Verkamp was asked about drug crime in DuBois County and how he balances punitive measures and rehabilitative services for offenders, and what his role should be in an organization such as SWICAC, Crisis Connection, and others. Finally, Verkamp was asked what needs to be changed to make the county's justice system better. Verkamp says that a community foundation group is working towards tackling substance abuse.
What we're doing is, and I think this group recognizes the fact that substance abuse is our #1 problem. Even though, like I said, in my court, the people that I deal with may not have an underlying criminal charge for a drug and alcohol offense, but that burglary may have been because they went to the house to rifle through the medicine cabinet. So we've got to recognize that, and that's what this group is doing.
Next to the podium were those running for county council, which were Democrats Matt Brosmer, Todd Cassidy, and Adelie Schraring, and Republicans and current incumbents County Councilman Mike Kleesner, County Councilman Doug Ubelar. The 6th candidate, Sonia Haas, could not attend. The candidates were asked about local option income tax revenue, budget shortfalls, the Mid-States Corridor, and the justice system. Councilman Ubelar stood by being fiscally conservative when it comes to local option income tax revenue.
I've said before that I feel we need to have at least a 5-year or a long-term budget plan to allocate and to prepare for any type of foreseen expense in the future that could be used for these funds. I think managing, being prepared, and having a plan set forth beforehand allows us to more wisely and more frugally use those funds so that we have them available as time goes on.
Ubelar believes that the financial impact COVID-19 has had reinforces his beliefs. Todd Cassidy talked about how he believes that there needs to be a way to keep locals here.
We need to look at it as attracting people into our community and keeping them here. So I'd like to see that money be spent on things that could possibly attract people into our community. Like, I know there's a lot of people wanting to leave Illinois right now. So if we made Southern Indiana a more friendly, inviting place to live, I think that could be very key in the future.
Cassidy also spoke on wages and mentioned how some businesses need to look at how some DuBois County workers may be underpaid. Matt Brosmer believes putting a stop to projects like the jail expansion would help with budget shortfall.
I think that stopping those, the jail, and investing more in our citizens in rehabilitative and preventive services will be the best for our citizens and going forward with keeping a financially sound county budget.
Candidates were given the option to speak on the Mid-States Corridor or criminal justice in DuBois County. Adelie Schraring spoke out against the Mid-States Corridor, stating how US 231 needs to be improved on instead of building another road.
The reasoning that we need a Mid-State Corridor is the connectivity to get from Dale to I-69. We have a road that gets us there, and that would be 231. And if you drive 231, we can see that it absolutely needs to have adjustments and to be fixed. I live off of 56. We are repairing that. That just opened up And then they're going to do Cinderella wet curve as well. And we've got these funds that are going into certain roads, but we definitely need to maintain what we have.
Brosmer spoke on criminal justice, reiterating his belief on the jail update. Brosmer again spoke on a focus towards rehabilitation with those in the criminal justice system. Mike Kleesner decided to speak on the justice system as well. Kleesner mentioned how the jail is overcrowded and outdated.
Facility has no available space for programming, and that's, I think, what everyone's talking about. But there's no space in the existing facility to have programming. And I'm speaking at the security center now. Jail officers lack line of sight for supervision. They lack staff space for the sheriff's department and any other activities that's going on. And the mechanical and lighting systems are obsolete.
Early voting is open and runs until Election Day. Information can be found at WJTS.tv. To view the forum in its entirety, you can view it on 18 WJTS on Monday, October 19th at 8 p.m. and Tuesday, October 20th at 10 a.m. All times are Eastern. The Indiana State Department of Health reported 44 new cases of COVID-19 in DuBois County on Friday afternoon. This brings the county's total to 1,302 positive cases and 22 deaths. The state's dashboard also breaks down the county's number of COVID-19 cases by age group. Out of those who have tested positive, 16.1% are between the ages of 0 and 19. 18.7% are between 20 and 29 years old. 15.4% are between 30 and 39 years old. 17.7% are between the ages of 40 and 49. 13.6% are between 50 and 59. 7.9% are between 60 and 69. 4.1% are between the ages of 70 and 79. And 6.5% are 80 years old and older. The dashboard also shows that the county's 7-day rolling average for positive results is 22.7%. 9,311 residents have been tested for the virus since the pandemic began in March. The Indiana State Department of Health is reporting 3,654 deaths due to COVID-19, 143,495 positive cases, and 2,451,285 Indiana residents have been tested for the virus by Friday afternoon. The numbers for our viewing area are as follows. Starting off with DuBois, 1,302 cases and 22 deaths. Pike with 303 cases and 9 deaths. Spencer is reporting 348 cases and 6 deaths. Perry with 269 cases and 14 deaths. Martin is reporting 187 cases. Davies with 805 cases and 31 deaths. Orange with 366 cases, 24 deaths. Knox is reporting 647 cases and 10 deaths. Crawford with 138 cases and 1 death. Posey reporting 631 cases and 3 deaths. Lawrence with 714 cases, 32 deaths. Gibson with 794 cases and 9 deaths. And Vanderburgh is reporting 5,225 cases and 48 deaths. To see a map of cases by county, head to in.gov/ISDH. The Indiana Department of Transportation is now accepting public comments in a new online survey to update the state's rail plan. The general public and rail stakeholders are encouraged to take the survey and share their opinions on today's rail system and what it could look like in the future. A link to the online survey is posted on the INDOT website at in.gov/INDOT. It takes about 15 minutes to complete. The state rail plan helps INDOT with maintaining and improving the trail transportation system, supporting the movement of freight and passengers in Indiana, and strengthening the state's economy while raising the quality of life for citizens. Federal law requires the state to update its rail plan every 4 years. The previous rail plan was released in 2017. For more information about the state rail plan survey, as well as project updates and events, visit rail.indot.in.gov. New development jobs, research, and federal defense dollars are coming to the Hoosier State. The U.S. Department of Defense is launching its Joint Hypersonic Transition Office Systems Engineering Field Facility at the Naval Surface Warfare Center Crane Division. This will help the state improve technologies and capabilities in hypersonic by utilizing NSWC Crane's strategic assets and growing network of government, industry, and academic partners. 30 engineers and program managers will be located on site at NSWC Crane to support the program. It will be used as a satellite facility for current and future hypersonic programs, help develop strategies for transitioning hypersonic technologies into future capabilities, as well as establish a university consortium for research and development. The JHTO is headquartered at the Pentagon and is overseen by the Office of Undersecretary of Defense for Research and Engineering. For more information, visit defense.gov. Local farmers are helping families in Lagodi with getting food on the table. The Farmers to Families Food Box program is holding their second distribution day on Tuesday, October 27th at Lagodi United Methodist Church. Volunteers will hand out boxes from 4 to 6:30 p.m. or until quantities run out. The boxes are free. All families need to do is pull up and pop open the trunk. Volunteers will take care of loading the boxes. Participants are asked to enter the church parking lot from Wood Street. Cars cannot line up early because it will interfere with school traffic. Approximately 1,100 families will be served. Another local police department has been awarded a state grant to help enforce highway safety. The Huntingburg Police Department was awarded an $8,700 grant from the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute. The grant will be used to conduct several high-visibility enforcement campaigns that are designed to prevent traffic injuries and fatalities. This includes national campaigns like Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over, Click It or Ticket, and state initiatives like the Stop Arm Violation Program. Although officers will watch for all traffic violations during these enforcement periods, the campaigns mainly target dangerous, impaired, or unrestrained drivers during peak travel seasons and notorious drinking holidays. What started out as a vision to help mothers in southern Indiana is now a reality. The 46th Safe Haven baby box in the country was unveiled in Ferdinand during a community blessing ceremony on Thursday. The box is located at Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center's ambulance station at 202 East 3rd Street and is the 42nd box in Indiana. It provides people with the opportunity to anonymously surrender their healthy newborn without the fear of criminal prosecution at any fire or police station or hospital, as long as the child appears to be less than 30 days old and unharmed. The idea for the box came to light 2 years ago, as Jasper Middle School student Isabella Harmon was sitting in her church religion class.
My classmates and I were each asked to make a card with the name and due date of an unborn baby. We made a promise to pray for our adopted unborn child every day. When it had finally been 9 months and we brought our cards back to celebrate, I was proud that I had kept praying for the baby who I had named Claire. However, I knew that there were still countless unborn children in the world who were in danger of being aborted or brought into a bad situation.
From that moment on, Harmon decided she wanted to do something. Harmon then told her best friend and fellow middle schooler, Tori Hemmerline, about her idea.
Last September, we just had the idea over a dinner table, and now it's came to this whole big thing where we're saving a baby's life, and I think it's pretty cool that, 14 years old, we can do that. So.
After dinner that night, the girls got to work. Harmon says they first brought their idea to Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center.
And we basically just told them what we knew and about Safe Haven baby boxes, because not everyone knows about Safe Haven. So we just went to the hospital and they said, if you get support and you can do this, then we're right behind you and we'll help you out.
Harmon says they began going around the community and asked for donations.
So we just went around and we went to lots of different community groups, and we just asked them, is this something that you would possibly support financially or in any other way for us?
The students raised over $15,000 for the project. Even though it took months of hard work, Harmon says it's worth it.
If it saves one baby, it's definitely worth it, or even if it just makes someone say, like, this is what I need to do, and calls the Safe Haven hotline. But it's just, I think it's inspiring to other people who know that they can help out in a similar way, even if they're not sure how yet. But if it just helps one person in the world, then that's all that matters.
Since their launch in 2016, 9 babies have been placed in a Safe Haven baby box. 5 of these have taken place in 2020. The 24-hour Safe Haven hotline is 1-866-99-BABY-1. To learn more about Safe Haven baby boxes, visit shbb.org. And we'll be back with more on 18 WJTS right after this.